Do you know why you are still poor? Do you know why you are still broke? Do you know why you are stuck financially? The thing about money and success is just that making money is a habit. Success is a habit. It's not just something that one wakes up and stumble upon. So we define our lives by our habits. We don't just define our lives by assumptions. We define our lives by habits. So here are 3 habits of successful people. Number 1, they check their money. The successful checks their money in the sense that they are number literates. They know the numbers and they know how to add and subtract. This means that the successful, they are able to monitor their income and outcome. Their income, the money they make in a month, in a week, in a day, they monitor it and they track it, and they are able to track their outcome, which is their expenses, their expenditures. They track it. So they make sure that their outcome does not exceed their income. Because the moment your outcome exceeds your income, you are already bankrupt. You are already on minus. So these are the things that the successful do. The rich, they do, but the poor don't do. So what the poor do is, when the salary comes at the end of the month, when the paycheck comes at the end of the month, they don't have a record. They just begin to spend. At the end of the month, they will say, I don't know what I spent my money on. I had so and so amount of money. What did I do with it? This is something that the poor do, but the rich don't do that. Most of the successful companies I've worked with, I've supplied goods to. Once I make supply, what they'll ask me is to bring the receipt of purchase. And the moment I bring it, they will send it to the audit, the department. And they will not pay until they audit that receipt, put it in their record, and they will be able to track that so and so money went for the purchase of so and so. But most of the poor people I've partnered with, I've worked with, they don't even ask for receipts. They don't even have financial record. This is something that the rich do, the successful do, that the unsuccessful don't do. So the successful are familiar with numbers. They are number literate. But the unsuccessful, they don't have anything to do with number. So long as there is money in their hands, they begin to spend it. They begin to spend it. At the end of the day, they will say, I had so and so amount. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? They will begin to think. They will begin to imagine. And at the end of the day, they will not even remember all the things they do or they did with the money. One of my mentors told me that the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory. Take pencil and paper, write down your expenses, match it with your income, and don't allow your expenses to exceed your income. Number 2, they are constantly learning. This is one thing with the rich that the poor, the unsuccessful don't do. You need to remember that the knowledge you have that brought you where you are today will not be the knowledge that will take you to where you want to be. So if you understand that, you will now understand why you need to engage yourself in constant learning so that you can also have different results. So this is one thing the rich do that the poor don't do. You discover that the rich, at the end of every year, every financial year, every financial month, every week, you discover that their income is increasing and it is constantly increasing. But you discover that the unsuccessful, the poor, you discover that their income is static. Now, the proof that you are not actually learning is that within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, your income is static. There is no improvement. It's a proof that you are not actually learning, because once you start learning, you discover that your income will keep on increasing. So if you check the successful people around the world, the billionaires, the millionaires in pounds and dollars, you discover that at the end of every Forbes list, whenever Forbes is releasing the list of billionaires, you discover that if one was 1.5 billion, you discover that one will go to 2 billion, 2.5 billion, 3 billion. Have you ever asked yourself the reason why Elon Musk, his wealth keep increasing? Warren Buffett, they keep increasing. Jeff Bezos, they keep increasing. Have you even asked yourself the reason why I myself, my money keeps increasing? The reason for this is because we are constantly learning, and the more we learn, the more we earn. So if you are not learning, your income will plateau. It will drop. It will be static. There will be no improvement. But once you keep on learning, so the successful, the rich, they have learned this habit. So you discover that the more we go, the more they leverage on other people, the more they do marketing, they do sales, they do all kinds of things so that they will keep on improving their results. The number 3 point is one of the principles I learned from one of the books I read. The name of the book is The Richest Man in Babylon. One of the principles I learned from that book is that you pay yourself first. This principle states that you save 10% of your income for investment. So the rich, the successful, they remove small portion of money from their income so that they can use it for investment. It is only a fool that puts all his money in businesses without sending his money on errand. That person is a person that is not, that have not learned how money works. You have not learned how money works. So one of the things that the rich do is that they send their money on errand through investment. And this money they send on errand comes from the small portion of the money they remove from their businesses. So, someone may ask, the money I'm making now is not even enough for me. How do I save? How do I send this money on an errand? Now, I will always tell this set of people, if you cannot send your money on errand now that you're making little, when you are making much, you will not be able to send your money to errand. Now, I leave a code with you. You don't just decide your future. Your habits decide your future. So if you decide your future and there are no habits that you have built around that decision you have made, that future will be a mirage. It will not be a future that will be realistic. It will be a future that you will not be able to enter. So the habits you build helps you to decide the kind of future you will live.